Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, as the California Sea Kings in their spotless 4-0 record looking to take on the San Diego Sharks for the third time this season. Sharks come into this game with an 0-4 record, but before we touch on them, we will start with the Sea Kings. They most recently beat the Vancouver Volcanoes 128-120, keeping their record perfect at 4-0. They are scorching hot from the field, putting up 125 points per game. In that win against the Volcanoes, they had 5 players finish in double figures, led by Nigel Jones, who had 41 points, was a force to be reckoned with, could not be stopped. Only had 4 points in the first quarter, but from there on out, he was a force. Akil Douglas was hurt midway through, and then KJ Dronslet and Larry Wickett came off the bench, and they came off firing. Dronslet had 20 points, Larry Wickett had 14 points. On the flip side, for the Sharks, they are still searching for their first win of the season after dropping the opening 2 games here in San Jose against the Sharks. They lost 134-115 to the SoCal Moguls. Then in a nail-biter loss to the Salem Capitals, 106-102. A beautiful rendition of the national anthem sung here at the Silicon Valley Sports Complex. Absolutely wonderful. Chills, goosebumps, if you will, as the players making their way back out onto the court. Matchup between the Sea Kings and the Sharks. As I was mentioning there about the Sharks, one of their losses on the season was a nail-biter to the Salem Capitals, 106-102, but most recently they got thumped 118-88, another loss coming at the hands of the SoCal Moguls. They do, however, have 5 players averaging in double figures, led by Rayshawn Simpson's 23 points per game. He also leads the team in rebounding at 7 rebounds per game. The other players in double figures, Aaron Felix at 17, 15.3 points per game for Steve Garrett. Montreal Worthy's putting up 12.5 points per game, and Jeremy Ireland at an even 11 points per game. The Sea Kings opened up their season with a pair of victories on back-to-back days coming against the Sharks. So they're looking to go for the three-peat here. Meanwhile, the Sharks looking just to get a win on the year, only putting up 104 points per game. Sea Kings well above that average at 125, a season high of 141 in their season opening game against the Sharks. And it is the Sea Kings with the opening possession. Nigel Jones fires up the tray ball. It's no good. Rebounded by Elam. Set the starting lineups for you here. First for the Sharks, it's Damian Elam running the point. Out there with Tyler Sycamore, Rayshawn Simpson, Aaron Felix, and Jeremy Ireland. Here's a deep 2 on the way. No good. And the Sharks on the board first with 2. Starting for the Sea Kings as D'Angelo Jackson loses the handle out of bounds. Sharks will take possession. It's Greg Foster, Jalen Smith, D'Angelo Jackson, Larry Wickett, and Nigel Jones. Wickett had a phenomenal game in that win against the Volcanoes. 14 points off the bench. Starting for the injured Akil Douglas, who turned an ankle early in that game. As the offensive rebound and the putback for the Sharks. Aaron Felix with his first 2 points. Here's Jalen Smith in rhythm. No good. Sea Kings still looking to get on the board here in the first 2 minutes. Meanwhile, it's the Sharks looking to add to this early lead. And we got a 3 in the key violation. as Jalen Smith got caught camping. That'll put Aaron Felix at the line to shoot 2. So he had a nice putback down there on the right block. And he's able to put the Sharks up 5-0. So after the technical free throw now, Sharks inbounding on the sideline right in front of the Sea Kings bench. Ireland as the trigger man. And they change it. The inbounder is now Simpson, and he's able to get it into Felix. Felix puts it on the deck, gets inside. Great defense from Jones. Gets a fingertip on it to deflect the shot. Here comes Foster up the court. Over to Jackson in the corner. He's a dead-eye shooter. And there he is from downtown. The sniper, D'Angelo Jackson, gets the Sea Kings on the board with 3. Here come the Sharks back the other way trying to answer as the ball trickles on over to our man Roddy Ballhawk. Foster bringing it up the court once again, calls out the play, directing traffic. Foster has the lane and takes it. A difficult shot through traffic. Greg Foster ties this game up at 5. Now it's Damian Elam calling out the play. Jackson comes up to defend. Simpson has it in the short corner. Pump fakes on Smith, and it's poked away. And the Sea Kings with another steal. Fast break opportunity. Foster through the lane for 2 more. And the Sea Kings on a 7-0 run to take the lead. 9 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Ireland has it inside to Elam off his leg. Another turnover. And Elam slow to get up. As he is grimacing in pain. Walking very gingerly back on defense. As Jones inbounds it to Foster. Jones attacks baseline to Wickett in the short corner. To Smith, a one-hand pass. Oh, and the layup is no good for Nigel Jones. Jalen Smith with the acrobatic effort to deliver the goods inside, but the layup was offline. Sharks with it once again. Ireland with a massive push-off. May have been sold a little bit by Jones, but either way you slice it, that is 3 consecutive turnovers now for the Sharks. Jones on the outside, going to work on Ireland. Kicks it back out. Smith. Another 3 in rhythm, but again it's offline as Sickermeyer was going for it, but then it was poked out by Jackson. Harris Jr. passes it over to Ireland. Lost the handle. 4 turnovers in a row now for the Sharks. Foster racing up ahead of the pack. Throws the lob! Larry Wickett, bring the house down! Oh boy, what a play! That's going to end up on SportsCenter. My goodness! And the bench coming alive for the Sea Kings. Ireland with it. Dumps a pass inside. There's Simpson. And able to sneak that layup in, ending the 9-0 run for the Sea Kings. Jones bumps inside. Could have been an offensive foul. They don't call it. Smith, his shot inside off the mark, poked out of bounds. Sea Kings will retain possession. As we take another look at that terrific feed from Foster and the emphatic finish by Larry Wickett. as a trio of bodies hit the deck on that last shot attempt by Jalen Smith. Getting the floor mopped up. Foster on the inbounds. Looking for someone. And a 5-second violation is the call. A rare turnover so far in this first quarter for the Sea Kings, as they were a little slow to start, went on that 7-0 run, and now lead it 9-7 with 7:20 left to play here in the opening quarter. Elam still dribbling around, looking for someone. Now picked his dribble up, passes it over. A three on the way, airmailed into the hands of Larry Wickett. Cross-court pass up ahead to Smith. Leaps up and finishes off the glass. Sharks trying to get some consistency here on the offensive end. Sycamore backing down Wickett. Kicks it out to Simpson. Whistles blow. And Sycamore not happy with the call, as that came from the far official. And with that, we're going to have a timeout on the floor with 6:37 left to play here in the opening quarter. The Sea Kings lead the Sharks 11-7. And we're back here at the Silicon Valley Sports Complex. Sea Kings leading the Sharks 11-7, 6:37 left in the opening quarter. And the Sharks initially had the momentum to start this quarter, but then it was the Sea Kings came roaring back, went on a 7-0 scoring spurt, capped off by an emphatic dunk by Larry Wickett. And so far for the Sea Kings, it's a balanced scoring attack. You have Greg Foster leading the way with 4 points. Jalen Smith has 2, D'Angelo Jackson with the 3, and the big-time dunk by Larry Wickett. As we have another timeout, so we will pause here and be right back to action. You're watching live on NorCal Sports TV with Chris English. And now we're back here in San Jose, California. Chris English on hand for today's action between the Sea Kings and the Sharks. Their third matchup so far this season. Both times the Sea Kings coming away victorious, as Foster gets all the way inside, muscling his way to 2 more points as he leads all scorers with 6. 13-2 scoring run for the Sea Kings. A chance to add more as Nigel Jones! Oh, baby! Take flight, young fella. What a play. Here's a deep shot for the Sharks. It's no good. Foster with the rebound, racing up the court. Jackson, another one, nope. Larry Wickett jumps up with the old board, but it's put back off the mark. It's Sims banging inside, coming away with the offensive rebound. As we get another look at that fast break, 360 dunk by Nigel Jones. Here's Jackson, the strong rip-through move. Pulls things back, goes to work. Some nice razzle-dazzle move there from Jackson, but nothing doing on the shot. As the Sharks quickly come back the other way, a nice contest from Jackson. Jones skies up for the rebound. He's pushing it up ahead. Goes through the defense. Sims hesitates on the three and is fouled on his way up. And they're going to say the foul occurred on the ground. Five minutes and 17 seconds left in the quarter. Sea Kings on an absolute tear, 15-2 scoring run. Foster up top. Zips a pass into the corner. Sims a catch and shoot three off the mark. Elam gets it inside. Great defense by Sims to come down and double with Jackson on the block. Elam on the inbounds, Jackson defending. They get it into Ireland. Ireland, a nice spin move, goes up with the left hand, but they can't get the lid off the bucket. Jones trying to draw a foul, no whistle comes. The Sharks with it the other way. Ireland puts it on the floor and then loses it into the hands of Foster, and he draws a foul. As KJ Dronsolette getting ready to come in here at the next whistle. He had a phenomenal performance against the Volcanoes last week, putting up 20 points off the bench. As Nigel Jones getting a breather. Foster. Three no good. Sycamore with the rebound. The high screen set by Sycamore. Elam kicks it back over. Steve Garrett gets it to go with the left hand. What a play for Steve Garrett. And Garrett doing what he does best as we get another look at that one. Going with the offhand, averaging 15 points per game off the bench. Reminiscent of James Harden back in the day in OKC. Foster, a no-look pass. Jackson, a catch-and-shoot three. Contact on the rebound. Was our official Christopher Simpson on the call. Dronsolette inbounding. As the Sea Kings lead 15-10 with 4 minutes left to play. Well, 3:57 to be exact as they reset it from 4:06 to 3:57. Inbounds goes to Greg Foster. With Lewis Hayes now into the action for the Sea Kings. Jackson, an awkward-looking layup, to no avail. Chance for the Sharks to cut into the 5-point deficit. Whistle blows and a foul going to be charged to Greg Foster. Garrett set to inbounds. As Mondrall Worthy also onto the court for the Sharks. Worthy, another player on the Sharks, averaging double figures off the bench with 12. Corner three from Garrett on the money. Foster changes gears and kicks it out. Durancelet stopped on a dime. Thought he got fouled as the ball sails over the hoop. And the Sharks now a chance to tie it up or take the lead with 3:18 left in the quarter. Nigel Jones and Larry Wickett back onto the court. In for Lewis Hayes and D'Angelo Jackson. Mondrall Worthy gets inside and passes it back out. Garrett moving up top. Poked away, but Garrett able to re-corral it. Sickermeyer at the free throw line dumps it inside. Simpson going to work. The reverse layup is good. 4 points in the quarter for Simpson. Jones behind the back. Spins. Rises up. Sickermeyer gets the rebound. Lost the handle, though. Into the hands of Wickett. His shot airballed. And Durancelet poked it out. As we got another timeout on the court. All tied up at 15 points apiece. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first quarter. You are watching live on NorCal Sports TV with Chris English.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
Chris English back here with you. 2:44 left to play in the opening quarter. Sea Kings and the Sharks all tied up at 15 apiece. Been a back and forth affair throughout. Sharks started off hot, then the Sea Kings went on a run, and since that run, it has been the Sharks with the momentum, coming back to tie it up at 15. Here they are now looking to take the lead. Garrett has it at the free throw line. Sizes up Sims, rises up, no good. Jones with the rebound. Jones to Wickett. Hesitates, dumps a pass back into Jones, gets double teamed, and his shot no good inside, rebounded by Simpson. Simpson sees the lane, blocked from behind, Nigel Jones. Return to sender. Even when you think you got him beat, you don't. Sickermeyer with it. Hands it off. Elam. A deep three, no good. Another rebound for Mr. Jones. Wickett pushing it up ahead. Trying to break down Sickermeyer and kicks it back out. Resetting the half-court offense to Greg Foster. Foster's pass intercepted as we remain even at 15. Elam now walking it across the timeline. Foster closely guarding. Sycamore moves up to set the high ball screen, and he does. Immediately rolls off of it, but they kick it over to Garrett. Pass goes into the corner. Simpson's three is good, and the Sharks go up 18-15. Durant-Slett picks his dribble up, pivoting around, cross-court pass. A dangerous one at that, stolen away easily by Garrett. Elam wants the screen. Sycamore comes over to set it. Elam immediately jab steps off of it, and they get the switch. Jones defending Elam outside. Durant-Slett on the ball. It goes to Sycamore down low, guarded by Sims. Garrett, a catch-and-shoot three. He's got another one. As the shot clock now resets, and it's a 6-point advantage for the San Diego Sharks, 21-15. Wicket, guarded by Sycamore. Foster with it now. Goes hard off the screen. Wicket, a deep two, bounces off, rebounded by Simpson. Shot clock and game clock now separated by about 3.5 seconds. Elam again just walking it up the court, getting something set. Closing this quarter out on a strong note are the Sharks as they look to add one more bucket. Simpson moves up to set the screen on Foster. Elam pulls the trigger off the back iron, ripped down by Jones. 2 seconds left. Jones gets it to Wicket, puts it in off the glass at the horn. And the Sea Kings end the quarter on a strong note, but they trail 21-17. We'll see you on the other side for quarter number 2. You're watching live on NorCal Sports TV.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well, so.
And we are ready for the second quarter of action here between the California Sea Kings and the San Diego Sharks. Sea Kings looking to extend their record to 5-0. Meanwhile, the Sharks are hungry for their first win. They are 0-5 on the season, but they currently have the lead over the Sea Kings 21-17, although it was the Sea Kings closing out that quarter on a strong note with the fast break led by Nigel Jones and Larry Wicket. Here are the Sharks now with the opening possession of the quarter. Elam sneaks a beautiful pass inside to Jeremy Ireland for 2. Pete Martinez onto the court for the first time for the Sea Kings. As Wicket has it in the short corner. Pump fakes on Ireland, steps around and then loses the handle, but comes away with it. 5 on the shot clock for Jackson. Inside to Larry Wicket. Another high-flying slamma-jamma for Larry Wicket. Ireland has his pocket picked. Wicket up ahead in transition. The nice move. And he's got 2 more points. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. Ireland at the free throw line. The double quickly comes, but Felix cuts inside for 2 and a chance for 1 more. 25-21, Sharks in front. As we get another look at that, Felix just reading the defense, finding the open spot, and taking advantage. Jalen Smith looked over, got a word from Coach E as Felix knocks down his free throw. Extending the lead, 1 more for the Sharks. Quickly up ahead, Jackson. Hit his first one, he's sent 0 for 2, but Elam lost it out of bounds, so the Sea Kings will retain possession with a fresh shot clock. Martinez on the inbound. Sea Kings going with a stack play. Quickly get it into Jackson. Back out to Smith. They reset it up top to Sims. Martinez. Jackson pump fakes, goes right past the defense for 2. Felix, a cross-court pass to Elam, who was not paying attention, and a gift for the Sea Kings. Trailing by 3 points. Martinez with it up top. Back over to Smith. Hesitates, then changes gears, goes quickly inside, but was off balance on the shot. Now it's the Sharks in transition. Lost the handle. Smith with the steal. Threads the needle to Martinez. Martinez sees the lane, goes up straight to the basket for 2. And Pete Martinez gets the bucket. And a timeout called by San Diego as the Sea Kings trail by 1. Sharks 26, Sea Kings 25, as Pete Martinez will send us to the break. Back with you here in San Jose, California. Sharks with a 1-point advantage over the Sea Kings, 26-25. Watching all of today's action right here on the home, NorCal Sports TV. For more sports coverage, you can follow NorCal Sports TV on all social media platforms at NorCal Sports TV. And if you're following along today's live stream, I'd love to hear from you. You can hit me up on Twitter. That's at Sports with Chris. Let me know where you're watching, who you're watching. Love to interact with our viewers. Elam has it in the short corner. Backing down, Martinez turns and fires the difficult shot. No good. Rebounded by Jones. Jackson lofts one into the corner. A rainbow pass to Sims, but his 3 no good. Credit the point to, I don't know, Jackson Smith. I think Jackson got his hand on it. That's what I'll write down in my book. We'll see what the official score table gives it to, but the Sea Kings now lead by a point as Garrett shoulders his way inside for 2, shifting the lead back to the Sharks, 28-27. Smith has his entry pass tipped, but corralled by Jones. Has Martinez cutting inside. Put back up and in by Isaac Sims. Pass goes out. Ireland, a free throw line. Jumper is good. The action coming fast. 30-29, Sharks up by 1. Jones with it up top. Steps back. Clanks that one off the back of the rim. And Felix slowing things up now for the Sharks. Pass inside to Felix, fouled by Jackson. He'll go to the line for 2 more. And we've seen Aaron Felix do this multiple times so far in this one. He's got a ridiculously quick first step. And oftentimes you see it when he does not have the ball. He just makes that quick cut lightning fast. And he's getting rewarded now with a couple of freebies from the charity stripe. Knocks down the first. As Sycamore re-enters for the Sharks, subbing in for Mondrell Worthy. And Felix no good on his second attempt, so only extends the lead 1. 31-29. Sea Kings trying to tie it up or take the lead on this possession. Entry feed to Smith, tipped out of bounds. I believe that's going to go to the Sharks, and it is. So the fluidity that the Sea Kings had in the first quarter cannot be found to start the second. Elam kicks it back out. 3 up, 3 down. Aaron Felix with the trifecta. He's got 7 in this quarter alone. Martinez up top to Smith. They swing it over to Sims. Looking for Jones in the short corner, and he gets it. His pass intercepted. It's another turnover for the Sea Kings. Felix crosses up, changes direction, into the corner. Simpson, a well-contested 3 by Jackson. But Simpson with 3 more, and the Sharks go up 37-29 with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left. And the Sea Kings call a timeout to potentially thwart this run that the Sharks find themselves on. Keep it tuned in here. You're watching live on NorCal Sports TV.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well, so.
Seven minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first half between the Sea Kings and the Sharks, and it was right about this time in the opening quarter that the Sea Kings were able to go on a run themselves, a 15-2 scoring run, that is. And that was their largest run of the game. We'll see how they respond here in the second quarter now. Trailing by 8 points. Largest lead of the game for the Sharks. Foster back out onto the court. Sims lifted the pivot foot and not how you want to execute things coming out of a timeout if you're the Sea Kings. Elam going to his left. Ireland, pump fakes on the three, steps through, lost the handle, and a late whistle comes in. As Larry Wickett getting his hand caught in the cookie jar with the foul. Ireland set to inbound. Looking for someone, gets it in eventually to Simpson. Ireland going to work. The floater in the lane is good. Foster crosses up, loses his defender high off the glass, poked up and in by Larry Wickett. Back to an 8-point game. Sharks again trying to bump it back into double figures as Simpson backing down Jackson. Another floater pops out. Jones gets the rebound. Jones puts his head down, goes to work. Too strong off the glass, and Sickermeyer drawing contact, and a foul going to be charged to Jones. And you can hear Coach E yelling to his team, stick together right now. Here we go. Does not want to see a second quarter collapse from his Sea Kings ball club. Knowing what they are capable of. Ireland had Wickett blitzing him from the backside. Picking up another foul. It's going to put Jeremy Ireland at the line. Greg Foster there communicating with Nigel Jones, who's a little bit frustrated in this one. Coming off a 40-point outing, only with 2 points so far. He's getting routine looks inside, but just can't quite get anything to go like he did against the Volcanoes. As that free throw knocked in by Ireland. 40-31, 9-point lead for the Sharks. As Foster can't get it to go. Another good look for the Sea Kings. Felix quickly with it the other way. Off the leg and in. What a shot for Aaron Felix. And Jones got bumped inside by Simpson. Sea Kings trailing by 11, possibly more as Felix comes away with the steal, tries to draw contact, and he does. And going to the line for one more is Aaron Felix. 44-31. Sea Kings briefly meeting in the paint as KJ Durant's let in for D'Angelo Jackson. That's another crafty move from Aaron Felix, who is having an absolutely phenomenal first half. Shooting one. And he knocks it down. 14-point deficit for the Sea Kings. Durant Slett has it out, was going to Wickett. Passed it to him right when he looked away. Things unraveling a bit here now for the Sea Kings. Sharks again looking to take advantage. Felix inbounding. Gets it into Simpson. Turns the corner. Kicks it back out. Ireland. He fires up a three. It rims out. Wicket rips down the rebound with one hand. Jones has it. Rips through. Goes up with the left hand. No good, but it's poked back out to Jones. Can't get the lid off the bucket, but Smith on cleanup duty with the putback. He's on the board with 4. 4:30 left to play here in the half. And the Sharks calling a timeout as they try to keep the momentum on their side. Coach Brandon Cheeks will assess the situation with his team, as Coach Ian Zach will for the Sea Kings, and with that, we'll take a timeout with them. (45-33). Sharks have the lead over the Sea Kings, and they have just come out with supreme execution here in the second quarter, causing turnovers for the Sea Kings. Sea Kings also helping them out with some unforced turnovers, and the Sharks have just really taken advantage of it. And that's exactly what the Sea Kings were able to do in the first quarter to build a lead. But ultimately, it was the Sharks taking a slim lead into the second quarter, and they've taken it and ran with it, as it is a 46-33 ball game, 13-point advantage for the Sharks. As Larry Wickett getting those shoes tied tight. Elam with it up top. Sickermeyer sets the screen. Elam works off of it. Probing around, trying to get it inside to Ireland, but the Sea Kings force a turnover. Foster with it. Kicks it back out. Durant's trying to reset it up top. Nearly a steal for the Sharks. Foster thought about the three. Out to Jones, but he bobbled the pass. Gets it back. Rises up. Turns and shoots. No good. Tipped around. Rebound goes to Ireland. Elam racing up the court. Sneaks inside and then passes it back out. Simpson, the 17-footer, is good. Rayshawn Simpson with 5 points this quarter. Durant's Kicks it back out. Smith. An open three. Nope. No good. Felix with the rebound. Elam. Behind the back pass to Sickermeyer. Over to Simpson. Under 10 on the shot clock for the Sharks. Simpson to Ireland. And his foot hit the sideline. So possession going back to the Sea Kings. You can see the Sea Kings sideline trying to garner up some energy and momentum for their ball club as they trail by double digits. Durancelet pump fakes, kicks it to Wicket. Pulls it back, sizing up his defender, rises up for the two-pointer. Ireland with another rebound, but it's lost. So the Sea Kings retain possession with 2:50 left in the half. Wicket quickly gets it into Smith, but he's fouled and he comes down awkward on his ankle. He is still on the ground as you take another look at that one. The alley-oop lob play off the inbounds. So with that injury, we're going to take a timeout with 2:49 left to play in the half. Sharks on top of the Sea Kings, 47-33 here on NorCal Sports TV. So from the looks of it right now, it's Coach E's figuring out what he would like to do. If they want to take Smith out or have him shoot the free throws, then take him out as he is hobbling his way back. So Coach E will prolong his decision-making process as he calls another timeout. And we'll take one with him. We'll see you on the other side. Two minutes and 47 seconds left as we resume play here in the first half with the Sharks leading the Sea Kings. Our scoreboard in the arena is reading 48-33 with Smith at the line shooting to have that hobbled ankle. We'll see how he does at the line. First free throw rims out. And no one at the scores table. So presumably Smith staying in. Out there with Nigel Jones, Larry Wickett, KJ Durancelet. and Greg Foster. And Smith able to get his second attempt to go down. 14-point lead for the Sharks. Felix bringing it up. There he is again with that lightning quick first step. Makes the defense pay. Jones up top to Foster. Double screens are set by Wickett and Smith. Reverses direction, fires up the three off the back iron, too strong. Garrett with the rebound, but it's poked from behind. Durant-Slett with the steal. It's still a loose ball. Foster tips it. Elam dives for it, and now it's Durant-Slett diving for it. Durant-Slett trying to call a timeout, but a jump ball was awarded before the timeout. As we get another look at this hot potato of a play. As our youngsters, the floor moppers, making their way out, cleaning up the court after multiple bodies hit the deck. So Ireland and Durant-Slett tipping it off at center court, just like we started this one, just two different players. Durant-Slett climbs the ladder and tips it back to Foster. And the shot clock and game clock never started. So it'll be side out Sea Kings. As they get the game clock and shot clock properly adjusted. 2:08 is what the game clock reads. 22 on the shot clock. Inbounds goes to Foster. In the corner, guarded by Elam. Picks his dribble up. Durant-Slett turns and shoots. Larry Wickett again trying to get his way onto the Sports Center highlight reel. But the putback attempt is no good. Elam with it now. Going to his left. Into the corner. Garrett rips through, bumped by Wickett, and a foul called. Wickett now has to be careful. I believe that's 3 personal fouls. Garrett at the line. No good on his first attempt. Garrett already with 11 points. Comes into this one averaging 15.3. Well on his way to that average. As he knocks down his third point this quarter. Foster comes racing up the other end. To Smith, out to Durant-Slett. Great ball movement by the Sea Kings, opens up Jones for the 3. Ending the dry spell for the Sea Kings. 5 points now for Nigel Jones. And hopefully that can get him going. 51-37. Garrett picks his dribble up. Again, the left-handed push shot, but he got hit on the head. And D'Angelo Jackson, I would assume, would be coming in for Wickett, as he is now in some foul trouble. As Garrett back at the free throw line. He was just there moments ago, and that's what we saw in his first go-around. No good on attempt number 1. And the second one no good for Garrett. We'll see how the Sea Kings close this quarter out. And our FAR official calls the bump. And Foster looking at the near official, perplexed as to why he didn't make that call. but it's a call nonetheless. Sea Kings inbounding on the sideline, right in front of our camera crew. Duron-Solette into Foster. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Foster between the legs. Opens himself up inside. A little too much English on the basket. But a goaltending violation will give Foster the 2 points. As now our officials conferring with each other. Lateef Smith and Christopher Simpson. So they are scoring the bucket. As we get another look at Foster's shot. (51-39). Sharks ball. 50 seconds left. Sea Kings guarding him the full length of the court. Jackson matched up on Elam. Smith defending inside. Elam with a ball fake. Out to Felix. A catch and shoot three. No good, but he gets his own rebound. And they're going to get Jackson on another foul. And Coach E yelling out to his team, just letting them, trying to get some positive encouragement, just saying, finish the half, finish the half. As Felix, good on the free throw, and he is having a big time second quarter. (15 points in the frame for Felix. As we're getting the floor mopped up here. .3 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock gets reset to 24. Felix at the line, shooting one. He made his first. No good on a second. Jones with the rebound. Quickly turns up the other way and draws a foul on Aaron Felix. And Felix not happy with the call. Looking over in frustration at Coach Cheeks. That'll put Nigel Jones at the charity stripe. He's got 5 points in this one. The big dunk in the opening quarter and a 3-point bucket here in the second. And here he is now at the line. Able to knock in the front end of the 1-and-1. And Jones makes it an 11-point game. Elam being closely guarded by Foster. Comes off the screen, but his three-pointer is no good. Foster, Duron-Solette through his mitts out of bounds. It's saved. Back to Duron-Solette off the glass and in. His first 2 points of the ball game. Simpson. That one's from another area code from the logo. Jackson beats the horn. No good. How about the bucket by Rayshawn Simpson? to put the Sharks up 55-43. As we get another look at that one, I don't know if he just was feeling it in rhythm and thought that there was less time than there was. But either way, it's a terrific looking jump shot as we have reached halftime. It is a 12-point game. Keep it tuned in here. We are in store for an exciting second half of basketball. You are watching live on NorCal Sports TV with Chris Englage.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills and shooting drills.
I think, you know, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and you know, just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and get and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills? I have the
Finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Here's a deep two on the way, no good. And the Sharks, Akil Douglas, who turned an ankle early in that game. As the offensive rebound and the putback. Here comes Foster up the court. Over to Jackson in the corner. He's a dead-eye shooter. And there he is. Foster has the lane and takes it. A difficult shot through traffic. Pump fakes on Smith, and it's poked away. And the Sea Kings with another steal. Fast break opportunity. Foster through the lane for two more. Turnovers in a row now for the Sharks. Foster racing up ahead of the pack. Throws the lob! Larry Wickett! Bring it over. A three on the way. Airmailed into the hands of Larry Wickett. Cross-court pass up ahead to Smith. Leaps up and finishes off the glass. Their third matchup so far this season. Both times the Sea Kings coming away victorious. As Foster gets all the way inside, muscling his way. 13-2 scoring run for the Sea Kings. A chance to add more as Nigel Jones! Over. Steve Garrett gets it to go with the left hand. Worthy, another player on the Sharks, averaging double figures off the bench with 12. Corner three from Garrett on the money. But Garrett able to re-corral it. Sickermeyer at the free throw line dumps it inside. Simpson going to work. The reverse layup is good. Simpson sees the lane. Blocked from behind. Nigel Jones. Sickermeyer moves up to set the high ball screen, and he does. Immediately rolls off of it, but they kick it over to Garrett. Pass goes into the corner. Simpson's three is good. Elam outside. Duran Salette on the ball. It goes to Sickermeyer down low, guarded by Sims. Garrett, a catch and shoot three. He's got another one. Off the back iron, ripped down by Jones. 2 seconds left. Jones gets it to Wickett. Puts it in off the glass at the horn. Jones and Larry Wickett. Here are the Sharks now with the opening possession of the quarter. Elam sneaks a beautiful pass inside to corner. Pump fakes on Ireland, steps around and then loses the handle, but comes away with it. 5 on the shot clock for Jackson. Inside to Larry Wickett. Another. Ireland has his pocket picked. Wickett up ahead in transition. The nice move. And he's got two. Ireland at the free throw line. The double quickly comes, but Felix cuts inside for two and a chance for one more. Martinez. Jackson pump fakes, goes right past the defense for two. The steal. Threads the needle to Martinez. Martinez sees the lane, goes up straight to the basket for two. Jackson lofts one into the corner. A rainbow pass to Sims, but it's three no good. Credit the point to high down in my book. We'll see what the official score table gives it to, but the Sea Kings now lead by a point as Garrett shoulders his way inside for two. Smith has his entry pass tipped, but corralled by Jones. Has Martinez cutting inside, put back up and in by Pass goes out. Ireland, a free throw line jumper is good. Pass inside to Felix, fouled by Jackson. He'll go up, be found to start the second. Elam kicks it back out. 3 up, 3 down. Felix crosses up, changes direction, into the corner. Simpson, a well-contested 3 by Jackson. It in eventually to Simpson. Ireland going to work. The floater in the lane is good. Foster crosses up, loses his defender, high off the glass, poked up and in by Larry Wickett. Another good look for the Sea Kings. Felix quickly with it the other way, off the trailing by 11, possibly more as Felix comes away with the steal, tries to draw contact, and he does, and going to the line. Has it, rips through, goes up with the left hand, no good, but it's poked back out to Jones. Can't get the lid off the bucket, but Smith on cleanup duty. Elam racing up the court. Sneaks inside and then passes it back out. Simpson, the 17-footer, is good. Half. Wickett quickly gets it into Smith, but he's fouled and he comes down awkward.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was
And we are back for the second half between the San Diego Sharks and the California Sea Kings. San Diego on top in this one, 56-43. Had an adjustment at the scores table during halftime with an additional point going to the Sharks. So they lead it by 13. Tough sledding here for the Sea Kings, but they know what they have to do to get back in front. Meanwhile, the Sharks, 24 minutes of good basketball away from their first victory as Ireland gets the second half started with a bucket on the opening possession for the Sharks. Nigel Jones, a catch and shoot three the other way. And that's exactly what the Sea Kings need, as Jones has been their catalyst all season. Held to just 7 points in the first half, coming off of a 41-point outing in the 28-point win over the Volcanoes. Here's Elam. He steps back for a three. It's no good. As they're going to say it bounced over the backboard. Out of bounds, so Sea Kings will get possession. No rebound for Greg Foster. Foster bringing it up, had 8 points in the first half, 6 of those coming in the first quarter. As he had the open jumper, and Jalen Smith got sent to the floor hard. Sharing a couple of words for Sickemeyer as well, as that's his third. Foster has it and quickly draws a foul on Elam, as he was very close to the vest on that one. 2 quick fouls in succession for the Sharks. Second personal foul on Elam. Jones inbounding again to Foster. Now Elam giving him some more space than he did last time. Elam. Check that. Foster to Smith. Out to Jackson. A ball fake. Rises up for 2 and buries it. (58-48). Sharks with a 10-point lead. Felix on the outside to Ireland. Under 10 on the shot clock. Puts it on the deck. Jab steps, has it blocked. Jackson, a nice bounce pass to Jones. And he just casually lays it in on Elam. He's got 5 points in the quarter, and the Sea Kings only trail by 8. And you could really feel the energy picking up here. Elam changes direction, steps back for 3, no good. Ireland trying to chase it down, saves it to Jones. Jones. Stolen by Simpson. Ireland ahead of the pack. Flushes it down hard. Ireland with 4 points in the quarter. Foster quickly up with it the other way. Back out to Wickett. Wicket goes hard into the chest of the defender, but his feet were moving. Simpson picks up his first foul, third foul of the quarter. And Wicket was moving full steam ahead as we got another look at that big-time dunk from Jeremy Ireland. But the defender's feet, Rayshawn Simpson, were still moving. $60-50. Again, getting everything all mopped up and checked out on the court. Did what they could with the mops, but now the players just squeaking it up with their shoes. And as we call our floor mopper back out one more time. 9:34 left to play in the third quarter. Sharks with the 10-point lead, 60-50. In that first half, Rayshawn Simpson had 18 points. Aaron Felix also with 18 as they lead all scores in this one. After the first half of play, though, the only player in double figures for the Sea Kings, Larry Wicket with 10. And then you had Jones, who had 7 there in the first half. He is now in double figures with 12. Wicket gets the inbounds, out to Foster. Corner three, no good. Off the back of the rim, Elam racing up the court. And now he's resetting it up top. Felix passes it. Three-pointer is up, and it goes down for the Sharks. Mondrell Worthy. Back to a 13-point game, and it's Nigel Jones with the quick answer. $63-53. As the Sea Kings try to battle their way back. Ireland rises up on Smith. It pops out. Foster gets the rebound. Goes inside out. Kicks it out. Jackson with the pump fake. Step back. Fires up the three. Again, it's off the back iron. Simpson draws a foul on Smith. That's his first. $8:36 left to play in the third. Sharks still with a double-digit lead and possession. Elam guarded by Jackson. Trying to thread the needle to Felix. Felix wanted the foul call, not going to get it, and the Sharks turn it back over. Foster trying to split the double team. Instead, he turns it over. Changes gears, rises up, no good, tipped around. Sea Kings on a fast break. Foster with the lob, Wicket with the shot, and one. Larry Wicket almost caught another body as we got another look at this fast break. Great job from Foster to just look off the defense. Catches Aaron Felix in an awkward spot as he picks up his third foul. And Wicket can't convert from the line. And a whistle comes in. I believe that's going to be a foul charge to Ireland. That's his first. And back at the line go the Sea Kings. This time it'll be Jalen Smith. Had 5 points in the first half. off the mark on his first. And free throws going to be crucial in this one. They are in any game, especially as you are trying to mount a comeback. And Smith knocks down the second of the two. Jackson, that is, trying to get a steal on Elam. And now pulling the defense back. Elam goes off the screen from Ireland. Sends a bounce pass behind the back his way, and Ireland has three more. Quickly with it up the other way is Jones, banging in the post. The Sharks come away with possession, but Elam banging the floor with his fist. As we're going to take another injury timeout with 7:39 left to play in the third quarter. Sharks on top of the Sea Kings, 66-56. Hey, Maurice, are they subbing for that guy? Back to action here, 7:39 left in the third quarter. Oh. And Elam is now subbed out. And it looks like Steve Garrett into the game for the Sharks. Had an electric first half with 12 points. Mondrell Worthy bringing it up the court. We'll see how the Sharks respond as Elam did a terrific job running the point as Foster gets the steal off the bad pass from Ireland. Trying to get Jackson in the corner, spotting up for a three. Simpson inhaled the pass and tipped it out of bounds. Isaac Sims now heads to the score table. Foster inbounding underneath the Sea Kings basket. As there's a wet spot on the opposite end of the court right now. Our official, Christopher Simpson, and one of our youngsters that's a floor mopper out there with a towel and the mop, trying to clean it up. Making sure we take care of any potential hazards that could be on the court for these players. As the Sea Kings looking to mount a comeback. As now Aaron Felix going to trot down. Do what he can to help out. Tyler Sickemeyer going to join the party. As it must really be drenched down on the opposite end of the court. And Coach E using this as a makeshift timeout, talking to Isaac Sims, who just checked into the game for the Sea Kings. Players and officials now making their way back down on this end of the court. Coach E having a word with Greg Foster and D'Angelo Jackson now. Foster inbounding. Jackson, a catch and shoot three. It goes down, and the Sharks rather upset that they counted that one. And that one could be huge. Cuts it to a 7-point game. Felix trying to answer. No good. Jones with the rebound. Pushing it up ahead. Has Jackson. Dumps it to Smith. Rises up. A little off balance on the shot. No good. Garrett with it. Rises up and puts it in. Steve Garrett with his first 2 points of the half. Sims crosses up on Worthy. Ball fakes and has his shot sent right back. Simpson resets it up top to Worthy. Now it goes to Felix, 15 on the shot clock. Garrett reverses through the legs. Thought about going to Ireland, now does. Gets Smith off his feet. And a late whistle comes in, as I think Smith going to get charged with the foul when there was only 4 seconds on the shot clock. As we take a media timeout with 6 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Sharks lead the Sea Kings 68-59 here on NorCal Sports TV.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches. So, yeah.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second. Has another shot. Puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills? I have the
Finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Ireland at the free throw line for the Sharks out of that timeout. They have the lead over the Sea Kings, 68-59. As Ireland trying to get it back in to double figures. Knocks down his first. Ireland right now with 17 points. Make it 18. As he is the third Sharks player with 18. Foster calls out the play. Wicket moves over to set the high screen. Rolls off of it. Foster toying around with Ireland. Pulls back for the deep two and rattles it in. His first points of the half. Felix with it up top. Attacking to his left, passes it back out. Garrett Working on Jackson. Now to Simpson. He catches and fires. No good. Quickly with it the other way is Sims. To Wicket. Up high to Jones. 10 points in the quarter for Nigel Jones. And the Sea Kings only trail by 7. Felix. Over to Ireland. Loses Jones. And lost him again on the pump fake, but passed it to Simpson, who barrels inside. No foul call. Jones gets the board. Jones. The floater is good for Nigel Jones. Adding to his total, 12 in the quarter. And now it's the Sharks calling a timeout, as they could slowly feel this one slipping away as the Sea Kings are knocking at the door, down by 5. 70-65 is the score. 4:37 left to play in the quarter. Timeout. We'll be right back. And we're back here live on NorCal Sports TV. Chris Englage on hand. Sharks up by 5, 70-65. As Nigel Jones has come out red hot here in the third quarter with 12 points. $19 in total. Felix. Going to his right, now back left. Guarded by Foster. Dumps it down low to Ireland, working on Jones. Surveying the floor, shot clock running low, and he throws it to his teammates on the bench. Right back to the Sea Kings goes the possession. Sims with it up top. Foster comes off the screen. Got caught too far underneath. Felix with the rebound. Didn't like what he sees, so he pulls things back. Goes against the screen set by Ireland. Gives a head fake. Goes up with the left, an awkward shot. Rebounded by Jones. And Wicket lost it out of bounds. Missed opportunities the last few times down for each of these ball clubs, as they look to clean things up here for the final 3:51 of the third quarter. Sylvester Harris Jr. with the ball. Over to Worthy. Worthy out to Garrett. Thought about the three, couple of jab steps. Crossing up, pulls it back. Ireland has it poked out by Foster. So the Sharks will inbound underneath their bucket with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Worthy inbounding. Goes to Ireland. 2 seconds. Sidesteps. Draws contact going up, and Jones bumped him with the body. That'll put Ireland at the line. As on the replay, it appeared as if his foot was right on the three-point line, so we'll see if they give him 2 or 3 free throws. Ireland knocks in his first. So he is shooting 3. And Smith thought he was shooting 2. Gonna have to wait one more free throw before he subs in. As again, we get the floor mopped up. With the Sharks leading by 6. Chance to make it 7 or 8 with 2 more free throws. Second free throw up and in for Ireland. $20 points now for Jeremy Ireland. And he goes 3 of 3 from the stripe. 5 of 5 in total for the quarter. 73-65. Sea Kings still chipping away. Sims sees the lane and takes it, but the rim spits it back out. Ireland up to Felix. Felix stops and pops and gets the mid-range jumper to go down. And the lead goes back to double figures. Foster loses it out of bounds. And first time we've called the name of Seth Cox today. The big fella, number 11. In for Jalen Smith. Again, our floor moppers busy at work. There's now Aaron Felix and Isaac Sims taking over the mopping duties. Exactly 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Sea Kings have their work cut out for them. Felix attacking to his right, gets the switch. Seth Cox now guarding him. Drives the lane, well contested. And the whistle comes in. As we take another look at that one. And Cox had his right arm straight up, but was bringing his left arm up, which is where the contact was drawn. And Felix off the mark on his first attempt as Nigel Jones coming back in for Sims. Second free throw good for Felix. 3 points in the quarter. 21 overall. Foster dumps a pass inside. Contact on the shot. That'll put Cox at the line. 11-point game. Seth Cox trying to trim it down to 9 or 10. First one pops out. Oh for 2 goes Seth Cox. Ireland with the rebound. Sharks a chance now to add to it. Worthy has it up top. Trying to go past Cox, and he fouled him on his way up. Mondrell Worthy at the line. Knocking down his first. No points in the first half for Worthy, but 4 points here in the third quarter. Second free throw is good. Worthy taking advantage of the playing time with the injury to Elam. As Jackson steps inside for the mid-range. It falls short. Sharks quickly with it up on the other end. Garrett, big step through the lane, but it got poked out from his hands. Rips through, pivots around, trying to find his teammate. Harris Jr. cutting back door. Instead, it's a turnover. Foster wants to get Jones on the block, so he feeds the post player. And it's off the mark, no good. Ireland matching up on Cox, rises up and puts it in. $80-65. Sharks starting to pull away. Again, they go back to the block. It's Jones. Gets Wickett, cutting inside for 2. 14 points for Larry Wickett. Making his first start of the season. Ireland in rhythm, but it falls short. Offensive rebound Worthy, and he's got the putback for 2. 7 points in the quarter for Mondrell Worthy. Jones back out to Foster, hesitates on the 3. Over to Jackson, a hand in his face, off the back iron. Cox with the rebound inside. Has it blocked from behind by Garrett. Garrett trying to spin with it, lost the handle. Harris Jr. to Ireland. The layup is good. $84-67. Sea Kings unraveling here at the end of the third. Foster had Jones inside, but he was getting held underneath. First foul on Mondrell Worthy. Nigel Jones going to the stripe. As Jones with 12 points in the quarter. Jones no good on free throw attempt number 1 as KJ Durant-Slett back into the game for the Sea Kings. Second one goes down for Jones. Shot clock turned off with 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Harris Jr. with it, guarded by Foster. 10 seconds left now. Ireland moving up to set the screen. 5 seconds. Foster has Felix cutting back door for 2. Here's Foster to Jackson. The horn sounds, and the Sea Kings don't get a shot off. As the Sharks blowing the gates open here in the third quarter, they lead it 86-68 here on NorCal Sports TV.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
Back here, ready for the final 12 minutes of regulation. And I mentioned at the onset of this broadcast, the 4-0 California Sea Kings come into it averaging 125 points per game. They scored as much as 141, coming against this same Sharks ball club. Meanwhile, the Sharks 0-5, averaging 104 points per game, looking for their first win. Stifling defense, holding this high-scoring Sea Kings team to just 68 points. Meanwhile, they have 86 themselves. We'll see how this one plays out. Foster going to work on Ireland. Fouled on his way up, a chance for one more. Foster at the line, shooting one. And it bounces off the rim and in. Solid start offensively for the Sea Kings. Here are the Sharks with it. Felix fires up the three. The putback dunk, no good. And the Sea Kings come away with it. It's Larry Wickett breaking out of the pack to Foster. Foster again through the teeth of the defense for 2. 5 quick points to start off the quarter. 45 seconds in for Greg Foster. Ireland over to Felix. Worthy, hard to the rack, flies through the air, and then able to lay it in for 2. Foster picks his dribble up, cross-court pass to Jackson. Defenders playing him tight, gives a jab step to create space, and then buries the triple. His second three-pointer of the game. 88-76. Sea Kings still hanging around. Harris Jr. with it. Picks his dribble up, surveys the floor. Back to Worthy. Under 10 on the shot clock. Garrett with it. 5 seconds to work with. Drives inside and draws a foul on Durant-Slett. It's about the third or fourth time the Sea Kings have fouled, with the shot clock dwindling down for the Sharks. And even had he not fouled there, Garrett was likely going to shoot it, but he was in a great position to contest. But instead, Garrett getting awarded with some free throws. He's now on the board with 15. Second free throw good for Garrett. Lead goes back to 14 points for the Sharks. 90-76. Foster bringing it up the court. Foster wanted the ISO and turns it over. Garrett comes away with the steal. Garrett trying to draw another foul on Durant-Slett, unable to do so. Rebounded by Jackson. Durant-Slett back to Jackson. Inside to Jones. Turns, lost the handle, and a traveling violation is called. Under 10 minutes to play in the quarter. Harris Jr. out there with Felix, Ireland, Garrett, and Worthy. And an offensive foul. I believe it's going to stay down on that end of the court. As initially, I thought the official ruled foul on the Sharks. So Sea Kings possession. Steve Garrett on the inbounds. Sharks in front by 14 points, 90-76. They really used a third quarter surge to take the lead. They led by 4 after the first quarter and then outscored the Sea Kings 35-26, followed by a 30-25 third quarter. So Sharks outscoring the Sea Kings each quarter, but really it was that second quarter that is crucial in this one. As again, the wet spot giving the officials and the players fits as Aaron Felix trotting back down on the other end with the other floor mop. As we try to get this court taken care of to wrap this ball game up. Felix now walking down on the other end. As Felix now jogging back into the camera shot. Steve Garrett inbounding along the sideline in front of his bench. Harris Jr. goes off the screen from Ireland. Spins on Jackson. Draws contact on his way up, but official Christopher Simpson waving off the shot, saying the foul occurred on the floor. Harris Jr. gets the inbounds. Shot clock resets. Has the lane. Garrett wide open, unguarded in the corner. No good. Jones soars through the air for the rebound. Foster. Goes into the short corner. Jones goes right to work on Garrett. What a play for Nigel Jones. "23 points for Jones. Still plenty of time for the Sea Kings to mount a comeback. Harris Jr. has the lane, up and under and in. Not going to come back if you can't get stops, and hard to do so when you have a guy like Harris Jr. just making terrific plays like that right at the rack. Jones trying to get it inside. Worthy with the steal and throws it to our camera operator. And it appeared as if it would be Sea Kings possession. Didn't seem like anyone from my vantage point tipped it. And that is the call they're going to stick with. Sea Kings possession. Sims into the game for Jackson. Durancelet inbounds to Foster. Jones again going to work. The reverse layup is good for Nigel Jones, as he is now racking up the points. Much like the game against the Volcanoes, a bit of a slow start, but he is turning on the Jets here in the second half. Back it goes to a 12-point game. Under 10 on the shot clock. Ireland turns and shoots off the rim. Durancelet with the rebound, outlets it to Foster. Foster to the corner to Sims, steps back, fires up a three, no good. Garrett gets the rebound. Sims intercepts the pass, threads the needle inside, Wickett with the lay-in. 16 points for Larry Wickett, and it's a 10-point ball game. And a timeout called by the Sharks. And each time so far that the Sea Kings seem to have any momentum, the Sharks call a timeout and they're able to fend off whatever run the Sea Kings can do. But we'll see what happens here in the final 7:28 after this timeout.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and get and meet some college coaches. So, yeah.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second. Has another shot. Puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills?
Beautiful
I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
Look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Seven minutes and 28 seconds left in the quarter, and we knew coming into this final 12 minutes of regulation, the Sea Kings were going to need to go on a run, and they have started off this quarter by outscoring the Sharks 14-6 as they trail 92-82. The quarter started off with 5 quick points in succession by Greg Foster, and then Nigel Jones getting work done in the paint. Jones leading the Sea Kings in scoring right now with 25. as the Sea Kings look to ride his wave of momentum to a potential come-from-behind victory as they look to keep their record spotless. Again, I mentioned at the onset of this broadcast, they took down the Vancouver Volcanoes 128-100. 4-0 on the year, averaging 125 points. But then the Sharks can smell blood in the water at 0-5, trying to get their first win of the year. Only averaging 104 points, but they're doing a great job not only of scoring, but holding down this magnificent Sea Kings offense. But we'll see how much they have left in the tank with 7 minutes and 28 seconds left as we are back to action. Garrett on the inbounds, gets it into Ireland. Hands it off to Felix up top, guarded by Foster. 10 on the shot clock. Great on-ball defense, but he gets the lane inside to Simpson. It rolls off the rim. Hayes with the board. Jones has it in the short corner. Inside, the layup is good. Lewis Hayes, his first points of the game. And the deficit now only at single digits for the Sea Kings. Harris Jr. throws it off the glass, too strong. Jones with the rebound. Inside, Foster, counted, and the foul! Greg Foster willing his team to this potential comeback, 92-86. Excellent recognition from Jones off the rebound, find the point guard, and then Greg Foster turns on the Jets. 7 points in the quarter. $17 overall. As that free throw, no good. Durant-Slett with the board, saves it from going out. Hayes with it, has the lane. Euro steps inside, too strong off the glass. And now the Sharks looking to slow it up. Ireland gets inside for two. What a move by Jeremy Ireland. His first points of the fourth quarter. And a foul called on Rayshawn Simpson. Pushing Nigel Jones to the ground. 94-86. Sims on the inbounds. But first, we got to mop up the floor. Whistle blows and we're ready. Sims looking to get it in. Durant-Slett corrals the pass. Kicks it out. Jones checks his feet, fires a three, and buries it. Nigel Jones, 7 points in the quarter. Absolutely on fire here in the second half. 94-89, coming down to the wire. Garrett looked like he may have traveled with it. No call comes. And then an on-ball foul charged to Isaac Sims. His third personal foul. Levester Harris Jr. drawing the contact in the corner. 7 seconds was only left on the shot clock. Now it'll reset all the way back to 24. As the Sharks will inbound on their far sideline, opposite their bench. Garrett inbounding, guarded by KJ Duronslet. So Duronslet ends up leaving the double Felix, and they get it into Harris Jr. Back up top to Garrett. Fires the three, and it pops out. Thought about going down. And Sims lost his footing, but regains control. Now it's Foster surveying the floor. Takes the lane, and a blocking foul called on Aaron Felix. Foster just taking advantage, doing what Felix has been doing all game long with a lightning quick first step to get to the rack. And now Foster going to the line to shoot a pair to possibly make this a one-possession game as the Sea Kings trail by 5. And per usual, got to get the floor all mopped up. As Nigel Jones right now leading all scorers with 28 points. And also doing his job mopping up the court. As Coach Zach has joined the party with a couple of towels as him and Duronslet cleaning things up. Working overtime. And who knows, the way this game is going, we might be headed for overtime. Who knows? Coach Zach out there doing his thing. Got the court taken care of. Foster shooting 2. And his first one no good. Foster had that quick start to the quarter. Has 7 in total. In the fourth quarter, that is. Trying to make it 8. And he does just that. 94-90. Sea Kings on the comeback trail. Harris Jr. with it. Bringing it up the court. Straight on. Passes it over to Garrett. Simpson. Gets Hayes off his feet. Oh, baby, what a play. Duronslet says, not today. Harris Jr. inbounding. Only 5 on the shot clock. Simpson with it. Stops and pops for a 3, and he tickles the twine. A much-needed bucket for San Diego as they lead by 7. Hayes takes a bump, and it's an offensive foul. Some momentum now going the Sharks' way as they take a 7-point lead as we take another look at that offensive foul as Simpson got to the spot in time. And that one will leave a mark. Hayes was moving fast, and he is a big fella. And again with the bodies hitting the floor, making sure it's all wiped up and taken care of. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in regulation. Sharks with possession and a 7-point lead. Trying to hang on to get their first victory of the season. Without their point guard, Damian Elam, who was injured at the end of the first half. Ireland has been leading the charge for the Sharks. Simpson lost the handle. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Has to put up a deep 3. And they're going to say that one did not hit the rim. Looked like it may have grazed the right side of the iron, but Sea Kings would have had the rebound either way. Here they are with possession. Trailing by 7. Durant-Slett pump fakes, has the lane, hits Hayes inside, a nice ball fake and a two-handed flush. Lewis Hayes with 4 points in the quarter. 97-92. Under 4 to play. Felix with it up top. Moving to his right, guarded by Foster. Foster playing great defense. And Sims. No, it's going to be Foster charged with the foul. Thought they were going to get Sims coming in hot. As we get another look at that dunk by Lewis Hayes. Didn't call Hayes' name much at all. I don't think he played at all in the first half, but is really, as he exits the game now, given great minutes in the fourth quarter. Nigel Jones out there with Larry Wickett, Isaac Sims, Greg Foster, and KJ Durant-Slett. Felix with Ireland, Harris Jr., Simpson, and Garrett. Fast break for the Sea Kings, and a whistle in the backcourt. And Ireland picks up his second foul. Putting Isaac Sims at the line, and Sims having a great game. Only 2 points to show for it. Really doing a lot of the dirty work. Great ball movement, lots of assists. One of those guys that always has a smile on his face. Just enjoying his time out there on the court. As Greg Foster on the opposite end, wiping up the wet spot. As Sims now getting ready for his free throws. Again, another opportunity for the Sea Kings to potentially make this a one-possession game. And Sims knocks down the front end. And he goes 2 of 2 from the line, making it a 3-point game. Official Christopher Simpson has to wipe off the ball, getting some perspiration off of it. Harris Jr. set to bring it up. Sharks only leading by 3. Ireland has it. Guarded by Wickett. Backing him down. A difficult, well-contested shot. Durant-Slett with the board. Has the lane, and it's blocked out of bounds. No, they save it from going out. What an effort by the Sharks. Ireland straddling the end line. Now it's Harris Jr. decides against the 3. Wants a ball screen. Ireland slips it. Harris Jr. to Garrett. Garrett. Contested 3, no good. Sims to Durant-Slett. And he gets it to go off the glass. (97-96). It's a 1-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Felix with the ball. Picks his dribble up. Now it goes to Ireland. Shot clock going down. 5 seconds. Ireland rips through. His shot no good. Ripped down by Durant-Slett. Sea Kings trying to take the lead. Foster steps through. It's bumped off his knee, out of bounds. Going the Sharks' way. And you can hear Coach E yelling to Greg Foster, just telling him, next play, be ready. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in this thrilling game between the Sharks and the Sea Kings. It has been all Sharks in this one, but it's the Sea Kings closing this game out. It's not always how you start, but how you finish. Simpson, closely guarded by Jones. To Ireland, guarded by Wickett. Gets him off his feet, opens himself up for a three off the front iron. Durant-Slett chases down the rebound. Going coast to coast, rises up with the left hand! KJ Durant-Slett with authority! Sea Kings steal the inbounds. Durant-Slett fires up a three and airmails it. As we get another look at Durant-Slett going coast to coast with the left hand. 98-97, Sea Kings have regained the lead. Garrett with it. Has it swiped from Durant-Slett, and it looked like it may have went off the foot of Garrett, but it will stay on the Shark side. 1:27 left to play. 1 point game. Garrett on the inbounds. Gets it into Felix. And Felix draws contact. Foul going to be charged on Sims. That's his fourth. That'll put Felix at the line. And the fans that are in the building making some noise, and his free throw attempt is no good. Felix had 18 first half points, 5 in the third quarter, none so far here in the fourth. But none more critical than this attempt to tie it up. And he does just that. 98-98. Foster bringing it up the court. Jones wants it, and he gets it. Going to work. Goes up and under. In for two. 6 points in the quarter for Nigel Jones. Check that, 9 points in the quarter for Jones. 2 point lead for the Sea Kings. 1 minute and 5 on the clock. Ireland has it. Turns and shoots. It's blocked. But it goes back to Simpson. Simpson trying to draw contact. No whistle comes. Ireland, his putback is good. And we are all even at triple digits. 100-100. 45 seconds left. Foster, his pass stolen by Simpson, but he was sliding out of bounds. Sea Kings regain possession. Again, another massive wet spot as Simpson nearly stole the inbounds pass. And again, it's another group effort in the corner trying to clean up the mess. And the shot clock resets to 24 with the game clock at 44. Larry Wickett on the inbounds. Gets it into Durant-Slett. Back up top to Foster. Foster wants Wickett to run through. Trying again to get it to Jones in the short corner. Instead he comes off the screen to Sims. And Sims had his foot on the end line, and the Sea Kings give it up, turning it over to the Sharks. Sea Kings outscoring the Sharks 32-14 in this fourth quarter to tie it up. Worthy inside the left-handed layup is good off the glass. 20 seconds left. Foster, a ball fake, and an offensive foul on Greg Foster. Still plenty of time left. But now the Sea Kings either need to force a turnover or play the foul game. And the Sea Kings electing to call a timeout with 16.9 on the clock. We'll take one with you. See ya on the other side. You're watching live on NorCal Sports TV with Chris Englage. .9 seconds left. Sharks with possession and a 2-point lead. 102 to 100. The Sea Kings have come storming back here in this fourth quarter. And we'll see if they have enough left in the gas tank to get a comeback. And an excellent execution defensively for the Sea Kings, forcing the Sharks to call a timeout. And the game clock went from 16.9 to 16.3, so we'll see if they add that time back or not after this timeout.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Back to action here out of that timeout. 16.9 on the clock. Simpson, the trigger man at half court. Durant-Slett inbounding. They get it into Felix. It looked like his foot may have been out of bounds. The refs don't call it, and now a foul comes in. nearly could have been a turnover for the Sharks. Instead, they are getting free throws from Rashawn Simpson as they lead by 2. D'Angelo Jackson now set to check back in, the sniper for the Sea Kings. Simpson able to knock down his first. Perhaps his most pivotal free throw of the season right now. Trying to make it a 2-possession game. Simpson's free throw, no good. Jones quickly gets the rebound. Foster to Jones, stops, pops, straight out 3! Nigel Jones! Ice in his veins! 5 seconds left. Sharks have it. Simpson has the lane, rises up. Oh, and the whistle blows! The late whistle comes in, and Rashawn Simpson going back to the free throw line. .9 on the clock as we take another look at that fast break 3 from Jones as Garrett nearly swiped at it and deflected it. And now Simpson. Free throw up, and it's in. Simpson shooting the back end. Missed it. Foster gets the rebound and calls time. And we will see what the Sea Kings can draw up. Trailing 104 to 103. A second and a half remains. We're going to keep it locked in right here. For the first 3 quarters of this ball game, it was all San Diego Sharks. And then the Sea Kings come storming back on a ridiculous scoring run here in the fourth quarter. You had that critical 3 in transition from Nigel Jones, who's really come alive here in the second half after a slow-moving first half for Jones. As we'll get another look at that 3 from Jones that at the time tied it up. And then the late whistle on the ensuing possession put Simpson back at the line where he split both sets of free throws. Foster goes racing in, gets the rebound. Sea Kings now in the huddle, drawing up what could potentially either keep their record perfect or give them their first loss, and in doing so would give the Sharks their first win of the year. Sea Kings 4-0 on the season. Sharks 0-5. Sharks already have a close loss on their resume. 2 close losses. Most recently, though, coming off of a pretty bad loss, 118-88 to the SoCal Moguls, and they want to get that bad taste out of their mouth. But the Sea Kings have other ideas. Down by a point, a second and a half left. Foster inbounding. Out there is D'Angelo Jackson, Nigel Jones, KJ Duronslet, and Larry Wickett. Here's Foster inbounding. Gets it in. Jones catches, fires off the front of the rim. Wickett unable to tip it in. The horn sounds, and the Sharks take down the Sea Kings 104 to 103. Ladies and gentlemen, what a ball game this was from start to finish. It started off exciting. The second and third quarter is when the Sharks really took control. An excellent, superb fourth quarter by the Sea Kings to battle back, tie it up with a mere few seconds left. But ultimately, it was the Sharks who hung on to get their first victory of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this one. God bless, and we'll see you next time.